What it do, what it do, what it do. I go by the name of BRW, representing that self-made hustle TV, where the hustle has to be in you, not on you. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe, man. Play a few jams, we're gonna get into the little content.
Hey, ran that bag up so my kids won't never go without. Put my daughters in Da Vinci, my little boy be D.R. down. They know how I paint the city, nigga play with one of mine. I used to dream about this type of life when I ain't have a dime. Tryna clock out this shit with 100 M's and then retire. These niggas ride like they him, don't they check out when we put a file. My lawyer say he want an extra 20 if we go to trial. I know my kid be missing me, I risk it all to see him smile. Every weekend I told you I'm coming, it seemed like I lie. Your pops is out here tryna chase this money so we can survive. Sometimes you gotta sacrifice your time just so you can provide. That time I dropped my son off and he cried, it hurt me deep inside. I just turned my head and we lock eyes, I ain't gon' wanna slide. When I get out the road, I'm on the way to pick up my little slime. My daughter's getting older, Lily 10 and Callie down in 5. We all be missing Harmon and her mom go missing all the time. The first girl that I ever loved is still today, I love her down. I lost my mom and took all my frustration out on hustle time. But losing her had me abusing her, so she'll run high. That time I used to find out where they stayed, no, I'm bumping down. I caught some cases fighting with her for not letting me see my child. I found the only thing I cherish, I think that's what life about. I wrote this song for y'all, cause y'all who motivated me to strive. If it weren't for my kids, a nigga probably wouldn't even be alive. You know that water deep, you better think before you take a dive. I gotta make it back to all my kids, so bitch, I'm slanging 5. My son gon' be a done, and when I die, bitch, I'ma live through him. You gotta know he gon' be trim, you gotta know he gon' get money. Soon as my little nigga turn 3, I'ma take him straight to Johnny. But down the AP, make sure you shining, you your daddy's son. And nigga play with you, just call your pops and I'ma pull up gunning. Let them niggas know we the ones run shit, we ain't never running. Harmony you made to be a boss, I feel it in my stomach. Then me and your mama barely talk, but you stay on my conscience. Never let one of these niggas treat you like less than a woman. CJ, you better not be with no nigga unless it's about some money. Lily, if you need me, then just call me and you know I'm coming. Callie better know your daddy crashing out just like a dummy. Better tell him that your pops are done, he ride shit like a mummy. When it come to mine, bitch, I mean business, I don't see shit funny. Can't afford no time, cause I got little ones out here waiting for me. I take care of mine and ain't no nigga that's gon' do it for me. Niggas telling me to take that time like they gon' do it for me. Never turn my back on none of my phone, that's why the hood love me. Lately I been going plain, I use it like my jewels flooded. Just put out the light in the new Escalade V full coverage. Loaded up, took all my kids to Disney World like it was nothing. Even by my nieces and nephews and some of my little cousins. Christmas coming up, I'm thinking about taking my family to Aston. Trying to hop on snowmobiles and open up gifts in the cabin. I'm the type to splurge on my kids just to show these folks I'm happy. Don't care what these bitches think my bills, know I'm a good daddy. Ran that bag up so my kids won't never go without. Put my
Boy said he the type to splurge on his kids just to show that he happy. How many people do that?
Used to dream about this type of life when I ain't have a dime. Tryna clock out this shit with 100 M's and then retire. These niggas ride like they him, don't they check out when we put a file. My lawyer say he want an extra 20 if we go to trial. I know my kid be missing me, I risk it all to see him smile.
Make sure y'all hit the like button, man. One more, we got one more jam, one more selection, man. Y'all know I gotta put my materials together. And we're gonna get to it, man. That type of morning is gonna be hot.
Hey, backwood double stuff. No Denzel, I got this egg inside this double cup. All white lows on top of my toes and I can't scuff them up. She got cute boobs, I like her lips and I just love her butt. Hey, drop the deuce inside my drink, gave it the bubble guts. I gotta play this shit gon' work, you need to huddle up. Hey, the shit I smoke, it hit you back and make you knuckle up. I pour a walkie stick to Breen, I call him Flying Dutch. Fuck they call him deal picker. Bitch, I'm a real nigga. When you on your dick and down bad, they don't wanna deal with you. Niggas don't wanna hang with you. Folks ain't tryna fuck with you. When you was just up, you was so real, now you a fuck nigga. I watched him touch 100 ball, and he blew it out. Let them tell bitch, he left left the hood and forgot it all.
Let them tell it.
Stacking up no pay, he always in the mall. Let them tell like, pay this pussy yours. You lying through your drawers. Let me smell it. Count that money, turn me on. I think I got a money fetish. Booby traps like Home Alone. Don't run in here if you ain't ready. Hey, don't run this bitch, you ain't ready to die. Don't think these niggas done felt that fire. Better cross them T's and dot them I's. Paddle the bell, I'm serving pies. I go up and down that law, and he blew it off. Let them tell bitch, he left the hood and forgot it all. Let them tell stacking up no pay, he always in the mall. Let them tell like, pay this pussy yours. You lying through your drawers. Let me smell it. Touch 100 ball, and he blew it off. Let them tell bitch, he left the hood and forgot it all. Let them tell stacking up no pay, he always in the mall. Let them tell like, pay this pussy yours. You lying through your drawers. Let me smell it.
Tell it. Man, salute. Good morning to all, man. Good morning to all, man. Get my coffee together, my utensils together. It's gonna be a good day, man. Definitely a good morning. If you woke up today, you are definitely winning. That's the saying that I was told, you know. You woke up, all your limbs, man, you here breathing. Salute to all who are speaking, man. Salute to all who are speaking, man. Let's see where we go. Oh shit. We'll see where we gonna go, man. Man, oh man. Bro, it's so much shit that it came out of on this Epstein shit, dog. So much shit, dog. It's just, I got the files, dude. This is what I'm telling y'all, dog. I got the files. I got the indictment. It's just so much shit, dog. It's so much shit in them files, dog, that some could probably come out for every day for the rest of the year, bro. For the rest of the year, something could come out every day on this shit, dog. So, what we gonna watch first is we gonna watch the, man, they talking about some sick, man, listen, man, they talking about this man had storage units, man. He could have been storing people or evidence, bro. Think about that, dog. Think about that, dog. Hold on, let me get y'all right real fast. Make sure I get y'all right. Make sure y'all hitting the like button for me, nigga, on some free shit. That's it. That's all I ask. No money's involved. If you do want to contribute to the station, you definitely can. But, nah, we over here, we good. So we gonna get into this, dog, cause this shit right here is getting sticky, man. It's getting sticky, dog. Make sure this shit is right. Oh, let me see it. Right. Oh. Okay. Work. I'm not even get my other phone thing. I don't feel like getting it. All right. Alright. Get you right, my bad, y'all. Alright, we gonna go over this, man. They talking about some bullshit, dog. This shit can't be real, fool.
And the financial records that may suggest the deceased financier was storing away all these materials and potentially even wiping digital materials too, which could, by the way, explain why the feds say they have no evidence to go after anybody else. But with these revelations, what could happen now? Welcome to Sidebar, presented by Law and Crime. I'm Jesse Weber. I gotta say something as we're covering these stories. Staying on top of the news is so important, but with all of the media bias these days, who knows what to believe? So I want to introduce you right now to a great sponsor, Straight Arrow News. Straight Arrow News is a personal... Other episode coming out of whether or not Jeffrey Epstein had an incinerator on his New Mexico property to potentially destroy evidence. You can check that one out. But now there is an allegation based on reporting primarily by the Telegraph that the deceased financier and convicted sex offender hid evidence from U.S. authorities in storage lockers all around the country. Okay, and we're talking computers, photographs, including material namely from his Little St. James Epstein Island. Now, if this is true, that would make sense, right, as to why the FBI has said in the files that they don't have evidence of photos or videos of other people abusing girls or women. So that would be a major revelation if true. And again, remember, when we talk about the Epstein Files Transparency Act, the DOJ just turned over everything in their possession. Maybe they didn't have in their possession what was in the storage lockers. If that's true, it becomes a question of why. But this, again, what we're about to go through is a major potential revelation if true. And the obvious question is, how do we maybe know this? And if it's true, can authorities go and find this stuff now? So the Telegraph reports that Epstein had paid detectives, maybe even private investigators, to take equipment out of his Palm Beach home to seemingly protect it from being found by investigators. And according to the Telegraph, he leased a unit, for example, from 2003, or apparently leased a unit from 2003, and you have these credit card documents showing he seemingly made repeated payments, and we'll go through that. But here's the part that's really frustrating. According to the outlet, apparently U.S. authorities never searched these storage lockers or units.
Wow.
I mean, one thing that's highlighted by the Telegraph is when you look at photos of Epstein's properties, there are what appear to be...
So you telling me that a man is accused of getting rid of kids in the most vicious way. A storage locker, y'all ain't gonna check it?
Why the need for these apparent storage lockers if you had the space? If you had the room on the property, why would you need storage units? And I'll get into the conversation on storage in a minute, but if you think about what could be in there, if this is true, you couple this with the theory that Epstein had allegedly secret cameras and secret recordings too, right? Look at this email that was sent to Epstein in 2014. Quote, remember what we spoke about if you want to put cameras in the house, it will have to be very discreetly done. The Russians may come in handy. And we know there were allegations that Jeffrey Epstein had ties to Russian officials, maybe the Russian government. How about this one? From Jeffrey Epstein to a member of his staff in 2014. Let's get 3 motion-detected hidden cameras that record. Thanks. So again, where's all that footage? I want to talk about the storage as potential areas to investigate, to potentially find evidence. So one of the emails from the Epstein release that I want to highlight is from August 2009. Now, this is about a month after Jeffrey Epstein is released from jail in Florida. Remember, he had pled guilty to solicitation of prostitution, including solicitation of a minor, and those convictions. And it seems there was a request from Epstein accuser, the late Virginia Giuffre, regarding certain evidence. Okay, so this is an email that Epstein forwards to his attorney, Roy Black, and then his attorney, Martin Weinberg. And this email is from a William Riley, who we'll talk about a little bit more. I believe it's an investigator of some kind. So this is an email from William Riley with the subject Epstein, and it reads, Bob, over the weekend I learned that plaintiff's counsel are looking to get from me the computers and paperwork I took from Jeff's house prior to the search warrant. I have them locked in storage and would like to know what to do with them. They are no longer needed in the criminal case, I assume. Is it possible to give you these items for your review and safekeeping, or give to Darren Indyke or back to Jeff, etc.? Indyke was Epstein's personal lawyer and at one point his co-executor of Epstein's estate. And then it goes on to say, I have attached my inventory and some of the photos of the items I have. Roy Black directed that the computer drives be cloned and he would have the results of that effort. The cloning was done by a forensic specialist, Dave Kleiman. Let me know ASAP, Bill Riley. Now, first of all, let me just say, is this going to be enough to warrant all these people being brought to Congress to testify? Maybe, but the key there, move computers and paperwork prior to the search warrant. I mean, an argument could be, was this material moved in anticipation of the criminal investigation? Was it hidden? The Telegraph explains what former Palm Beach Police Chief Michael Reeder said when authorities searched Epstein's Florida property in connection with the initial Florida state charges that he faced. He said the place had been cleaned up, added how certain computer material appeared to be gone. Now, to give you a further idea of this, while Epstein was still serving his time for the Florida state charges, We have this May 2009 email from Epstein to this William Riley, and it says, "You are going to send me a copy of Redacted's picture." Riley writes back, "I thought I had a copy of it on my computer, but it is in storage with everything else. I will get it out next time I go to the storage unit." So again, seemingly confirming there is a storage unit with information connected to Jeffrey Epstein. Actually, when you think about what these people were doing for him, it is believed that perhaps William Riley was a private investigator, an investigator of some kind. And as the Telegraph notes, there are financial statements that indicate a payment trail to Riley Corrali Agency for thousands of dollars. Here's an invoice that was sent to Epstein's lawyers. Now, regarding the evidence of storage, and there are more emails in the files release regarding storage. Like, for example, I found this communication regarding Uncle Bob's storage. How about this one from Leslie Groff? We've mentioned her a lot of times here on Sidebar. This is Epstein's former assistant. Look at this email. "Were extra storage keys made and given to Corinna and redacted? Please confirm." Now, Corinna, again, somebody we focused on here on Sidebar. Corinna seems to be Corinna Shuliak, Epstein's purported secret girlfriend, who he was apparently planning on leaving the massive his fortune, $100 million, all of his properties. We saw this upon his death. Epstein spoke to her for about 20 minutes the night before he died. So, storage lockers, Corinna, can see where we're going with this. It's very interesting, to say the least. By the way, I should also let you know, even if there are storage units, maybe it's just personal items. Maybe it's certain things that have no connection to criminal activity or blackmail, but...
I wonder if these are it. If these are it, or is that just a picture of it?
"Extra storage, meet up today, please." And you have messages like this. "Hello. As I sent in the other email, I am coordinating a storage locker for you. I will have it by the end of this week. I will keep you posted. Thank you, Andrew." Then this one. "Morning, Andrew. Just circling back regarding the extra storage. Was today a good day for Redacted to meet with you or tomorrow? TJA or Taja." You have this one. "Hi, Andrew and Anthony. It seems someone has changed the code on our storage locker. Both Redacted and Redacted have tried with our codes and cannot seem to make it work. Might it be possible someone on your end changed the codes?" By the way, the more and more people you see connected to this, again, I go back to the idea, the more and more people.
You realize if you touch that goddamn storage, nigga, you is in trouble too. You know that? Damn.
Write this email with his purported accountant Richard Kahn in 2012, where Epstein writes, "If things are being moved out on Monday, why do we need to wait until the 18th to do floors?" Kahn writes back, "We had a lot of excess equipment, furnishings, and supplies at 301. I'm trying to preserve as much usable stuff left behind, such as computers, supplies, etc. I will need some time to get rid of it. If you do not care where that stuff ends up, let me know, and apartments can be ready sooner." How about this one? September 2010. "Jeff, would you get your accountant to send me credit card information so I can have it put on file to have the monthly charges at Manhattan Mini Storage billed directly to your card? I would appreciate it. Thanks." This one. "Jeffrey, the below link for your consideration. Do we have your approval to move forward with purchasing, and what color? Gray, tan, or blue?" Now, according to the Telegraph, Epstein...
Man, just think about if you could get them Jeffrey Epstein card numbers. Boy, you would be rich. Give me your card number, nigga. Let me get that motherfucker.
To the storage units, and this is the also concerning part, even alleged communications about wiping these materials clean. So while I was looking for emails corroborating that, I mean, this idea of wiping material clean, let me just tell you some of the things I stumbled upon. You got this email from Epstein's personal assistant in 2017, and it says, "Hello, James and Redacted. James, Jeffrey would like you to get Redacted's computer and wipe it clean. Can the two of you coordinate a convenient time to do this?" Okay, there's a lot of reasons. I guess people could want computers wiped clean, but when you're talking about Jeffrey Epstein, who was already convicted of solicitation of prostitution and then was later on accused of operating a sex trafficking of minors operation, see why this is strange, right? How about this one? "Hey, Les, J.E. mentioned he wants Scott to wipe clean Ahmad's laptop today. I'm not so sure Ahmad is aware of this, or who should inform Ahmad of this. And I'm guessing it will require Scott to go to 301 to do so." How about this communication from Epstein's apparent accountant Richard Kahn to Epstein in 2015? The subject, "Items in PBI garage," so possibly referring to Palm Beach Island. "Janez would like to review with you as he believes some items such as old computers, once wiped, can be discarded." By the way, the Telegraph reports that this is not 100% clear where the computers were stored. But remember I mentioned Uncle Bob's? So the publication claims that this is a self-storage unit in Florida and that Epstein had been leasing it since 2003 and that there are even credit card statements showing Epstein was billed almost $400 a month until March of 2015. The Telegraph also claims that there are financial transactions where it appears that Epstein paid for storage units all across Florida for 10 years with lockups in industrial areas on the outskirts of Palm Beach and Delray Beach. Oh, by the way, that Janice person, so the Telegraph reports that was apparently Epstein.
Why not just get the storage room in the same place? It was that much stuff where he had to go to different storage rooms. Why would he go to different storage rooms? Like, wouldn't you want to just, hey, man, let me get 3 of those storages, man? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Quote, "Hi Larry, just received lease from Uncle Bob Storage. Company also offers smaller units with space 510 for $71 per month, 5 by 15 for $115 per month. Please confirm that we need all the items in the storage. If you think the items can be removed, we can get a smaller place." Janice is also using the storage sometimes. Now he will need to move some furniture from the garage to the storage.
Why would you need to go to different storages everywhere? Now, that's like when you, like, okay, say you unalive somebody and you chop them up. You ain't going to put the pieces in one spot. You going to spread them holes out. You going to ride here, drop something over here, drop something over there, drop something over there. Nigga, it's the same thing.
Mark comes up. Now, at one point, you even had this communication where you see that Janice is listing out an inventory and says there are 3 computers. So this potentially provides a whole other avenue to explore for possible evidence. I mean, it was believed that computers were seized during the search of his Florida property by authorities. But again,
and the reason why it's so much because they billionaires, they do what they want to do. Like, when you're a billionaire, it ain't no rules for you. Nigga, I don't give a fuck. I got my own island. I go to my own island and be disruptive with kids, my nigga. Like, you know, like...
Manhattan townhouse and 27 devices from Epstein's island. But we didn't see anything, and this is mentioned by the Telegraph, nothing about raids or search warrants or seizures on these outside storage units. In fact, August 2019, there was a communication from an FBI agent in New York, and this is what it read. "We are just about finished with the search. I am attaching the SITREP, so a situation report. We seized several computers, storage devices, documents, and a couple of servers. Nothing appears to be a smoking gun type of evidence, but we'll see when we do the computer forensics." And again, we go back to that conclusion from the DOJ and the FBI last year. Remember their memo that was released? No client list. No evidence of blackmailing, not enough evidence to go after uncharged third parties. I'm summarizing here, but you remember this. And then in the files that were just released, and I did a whole sidebar on this, but in the files, you had this internal FBI case summary, a memo, where it said, "The case agents and AUSAs, Assistant United States Attorneys, ensured that all videos and images from the case file and from Epstein's residences and devices were reviewed for evidence of a crime. Those reviews revealed no evidence from any of the searches we conducted or any of the files we reviewed that any videos or other images exist of any victims in this case being sexually abused. Nor did those reviews reveal any evidence that anyone other than Epstein and Maxwell participated in the sexual abuse of victims in this case. We are aware of the theories circulated in the media and online that Epstein video recorded the abuse of his victims, including by other men, but we have found no evidence to support that theory. Indeed, had we found such videos, we certainly would have used them as..."
Come on now, dog. Come on, man.
We did not, however, locate any such videos. However, now that we're talking about all this, is that really the end of the story? I'll tell you who doesn't believe that. Gloria Allred, a claimed attorney, represents Epstein survivors, told the Telegraph the FBI or Homeland Security should immediately seek a search warrant or permission from the attorneys representing Epstein's estate to seize the contents of his storage units if the contents still exist. And she added that the lockers, these units, may have, quote, evidence of his crimes and or business or political relationships with rich, powerful men. Victims deserve the whole truth and do not...
Why wouldn't you want to check that, though? You want to know why? Because y'all was some of them niggas who names is in them files and shit. Stupid.
Pressure on the FBI and the DOJ to respond to if they ever searched or knew about outside storage units. And by the way, if they didn't know about it, if it's coming out now, and why would it take the Telegraph to look through this to...
See, this is what I be trying to explain to y'all, dog. It's like when it's Lil Durk or something, they dig through every little hole, every little crevices, talk to every little blogger. But when it's be shit evidence on the blog, oh, we don't need to check. No, it's just lockers. It's just lockers. Man, we don't know what the fuck was in them lockers, nigga. It could be dead people in them lockers. Man, come on, dawg. Come on. It could be dead people in them lockers, y'all.
Make the argument that there might be something more there anyway. And also it might put pressure on the FBI and the DOJ to respond to whether they can get a judge to sign off on a warrant to search these units. Is there evidence of criminality? And you also have to wonder if these units still exist or whether or not they house Epstein materials. And if not, where did everything in these apparent storage units go? The easiest would, as Gloria Allred said, to have the attorneys, Epstein's attorneys, allow this. But not sure they're going to allow this. And let me tell you, the unit owners, so the companies that own the storage units, they're not going to hand over anything willingly, okay? They will require some sort of permission or a court order. But it also does become a question, will the DOJ move forward with this? Will the U.S. attorneys? I mean, let's not forget, there are a ton of politics involved here in what happens next and whether or not this investigation is going to move forward. But the more that comes out of the files and the more pressure from Congress and the public, you may see action. And look, what's in these potential storage units may not necessarily be evidence of, let's say, sex crimes, but look what we're covering right now. You're looking at investigations and arrests of Prince Andrew and Peter Mandelson out in the UK regarding allegedly sharing sensitive information. That seems to be the claim. So the more that you can understand about Epstein and his network of connections and what other material he may have had potentially shielded, it does raise questions about whether there's other charges or investigations that should be pursued. And B, just going back to the top, was there material that was purposely hidden from investigators regarding a pending investigation? You don't need to be an expert to know that could be potentially criminal charges there too, right? And if those apparent storage units are found and the material is found, this could be an entirely new chapter in the Jeffrey Epstein saga. Let's see what happens. That's all we have for you right now.
Crazy work, dog. Crazy motherfucking work, dog. That's crazy work right there, fool. Like, I gotta understand this jackass right here, buddy. This nigga here. He just did too much. So we gonna go into go back real fast. Now, dog, why wouldn't you check? Why would a nigga, good morning, everybody, why would a nigga go to different storage rooms? You could just buy one. Buy one. Like, I mean, or buy just a few in the same store. Man, y'all crazy, dog. Y'all covering this shit up for that man, and y'all know what y'all doing. This shit not looking right. This shit here, y'all don't want to put all the shit out. Man, listen, y'all put everything out on Lil Durk. Y'all ain't hiding nothing on Lil Durk. Why wouldn't y'all ain't hiding nothing on Diddy either? Well, yeah, y'all did. Yeah, y'all did. Y'all hit a lot. So what we gonna go into now, we gonna go into 50 facts. 50 facts that we do know. This is under the Fair Use Act too. We don't wanna, damn, the fuck? Damn. Shit. We're gonna go to 50 facts on the case, bro. 50 facts that we do know is factual about this case.
His associates may have been involved in some kind of ritualistic sacrifice. The file in question revolves around an alleged interview between FBI officials and an anonymous man in 2019. The man claimed that he witnessed acts of sacrifice on board a yacht belonging to Epstein back in 2000. Although he provided no evidence, this remains one of the most deeply disturbing stories linked to the infamous sex trafficker. The files may be redacted, but what we do know is horrifying. Number 48. Numerous emails show Epstein asking women of different ages to send explicit photos and videos. Many appear nervous or distressed, trying to explain their fears. In one 2015 email, a woman tells him she's still a virgin and knows nothing about sex. Epstein ignores her and simply orders her to send an explicit selfie. Epstein's obsessions went far beyond emails. Number 47. Epstein installed numerous hidden cameras around his various properties. The sex trafficker asked one of his private pilots, Larry Visosky, to buy a number of motion-detected hidden cameras. Visosky later confirmed that he had purchased the cameras from a spy shop in Florida, adding, "It's amazing how small they are. They're the size of a thumbnail drive." Visosky also wrote that he had already begun installing the cameras inside Kleenex boxes. And that voyeurism extended to every corner of his twisted empire. Number 46.
A camera in a Kleenex box? The fuck do you need a camera in a Kleenex box for, dog? Nigga got too much money.
Epstein may have used the hidden cameras to capture compromising videos of high-profile figures. Around the same time he was installing them, he received an email saying, "Remember what we spoke about? If you want to put cameras in the house, it'll have to be very discreetly done. The Russians may come in handy." Many believed Epstein was secretly filming guests and possibly sending the footage to Russian intelligence to blackmail politicians and businessmen worldwide. And this was just the beginning. Number 45. Many of Epstein's emails remain mysterious due to redactions. One sent just a day after Donald Trump won the 2016 election states, "Dear Jeffrey, you are so intelligent and powerful men. Please tell me what is going to happen with Europe and Eastern Europe." Epstein issues a curt response, "It's okay. Even Hollywood's elite."
Nigga, you ain't even posted. Nigga, they talking to you like you the president or something, nigga. Nigga, boy. Come on, dog.
Come on now, dog. Come on, man.
He can tell y'all what's gonna happen with their country like he Trump or somebody. Man, give me another one, dog.
Come on now, dog. Come on, man.
Remember when I told y'all that people who got money, man, it ain't no rules for them. They do what they want to do, man.
Come on now, dog. Come on, man.
We talking about billions. Man, they do what they want to do. Come talk to me about y'all country, shit. I rub shoulders with the president. Man, you can't be talking to people about that shit, nigga. That is illegal as fuck.
Were caught in Epstein's disturbing web. Number 44. A so-called Oscar guru joked about giving Epstein a baby from Africa. Peggy Siegel, a Hollywood insider, known for arranging exclusive screenings and promoting Oscar contenders, was in contact with Epstein for years. In one 2009 email exchange while she was visiting Kenya, Siegel offers to bring a little baby back for you, or two, boys or girls. And yet, no one in Hollywood publicly questioned that exchange. Epstein's boasts about power only scratched the surface of depravity. Number 43. Epstein claims to have direct ties to countless world leaders. In emails with businessmen, friends, and associates, he boasted about his powerful network across media, tech, and politics. In a 2018 exchange with former White House strategist Steve Bannon, Epstein even said, "There are many leaders of countries we can organize for you to have one-on-ones." He spoke as if arranging presidents was routine business. But Epstein wasn't just networking, he was building something far more sinister. Number 42. The former Prime Minister of Israel, Ehud Barak, described Epstein as a collector of people. There are various emails involving Barak arranging dinner.
What? A collector of people? You see how they talk? You see how they talk when them behind them billionaires talk? Man, I can do whatever. I can collect people. I don't have to collect cars. I don't have to collect baseball cards, Jordan sneakers. Man, I collect people.
Dinner dates, meetings, and calls with Epstein. For the disgraced financier's 63rd birthday, Barack and his wife wrote him a letter highlighting his curiosity and the ability to know everything about everyone. And those words were prophetic. Number 41. Oscar-winning director Woody Allen's name appears over 7,000 times in the files. In the 2012 email, Epstein is asked where he is, and he replies, "Paris with Woody Allen." The redacted correspondent then asks if they're headed to
Come on now, dog. Come on, man.
This shit ain't looking good, boy.
Pedophile convention. While Allen faces no allegations of wrongdoing, emails show he had close ties to Epstein, including the financier helping Allen's daughter get into college. And the celebrity connections only grow more unexpected. Number 40. New Age guru Deepak Chopra appears in the Epstein files thousands of times. Records show he met Epstein repeatedly, attending intimate dinners at his New York home, and even invited him on a 2017 trip to Israel, asking him to bring his girls. Chopra has denied any wrongdoing and wrote a statement online expressing regret for his poor judgment. Even wellness icons aren't immune to his orbit. Number 39. Celebrity longevity guru Peter Attia also corresponded with Epstein. Their emails reveal explicit sexual discussions and a close relationship, with Attia admitting he goes into withdrawal if he doesn't see Epstein for too long. In a 2015 exchange with Attia,
Come on now, dog. Come on, man.
The fuck?
who has since apologized, he said, "The biggest problem with becoming friends with you, the life you lead is so outrageous, and yet I can't tell a soul." Epstein's connections weren't just contained to the U.S. Number 38. Epstein had numerous high-profile connections in the Middle East. One of his most famous contacts was Sultan Ahmed bin Sulayem, an Emirati businessman and the CEO of multinational logistics company DP World. In a 2013 email exchange, bin Sulayem tells Epstein that the Moldavian is not as attractive as the picture, while going on to add, "The Ukrainian is very beautiful." The emails themselves reveal a chilling side to Epstein. Number 37. Epstein was often incredibly blunt in his emails, even when discussing seemingly serious topics. In a 2019 email, Epstein criticizes a woman for getting distracted and not giving him enough attention while she rubbed his head and feet. In another message, Epstein wrote, "Are you okay? I loved the torture video." On multiple occasions, Epstein referred to
What?
Come on now, dog. Come on, man.
the women as it instead of she or her, showing that he saw them, especially females, as mere objects. That tone shows how normalized his behavior had become. Control wasn't optional inside Epstein's inner circle. More on that later. Number 36. Epstein set strict and bizarre rules for the staff at his Florida mansion to follow, which were listed in his household manual. The air conditioning in the main bedroom was supposed to be set to 60 degrees Fahrenheit at all times. There were also specific rules regarding the provision and placement of sex toys, but the mansion rules get even more sinister. Number 35. Epstein's mansion manual even specified that guns be kept in bedside drawers in the master bedroom. It also laid
Bro, you are on a fucking island, dog. What the fuck do you need a gun for? They can't get to you. You on your own goddamn island. Who the fuck gonna come interrupt your peace? Who the fuck, how the fuck? They could get out there. Man, come on, bro. What you need a gun for, nigga? This your world. Man.
laid out strict, almost cult-like rules for how staff should act, speak, and behave around Epstein and his guests. But the most chilling part of the manual tells the staff to see nothing, hear nothing, say nothing, hinting at a dark culture of secrecy inside Epstein's mansion. Those rules weren't about comfort, they enforced control. Somehow, Epstein's tendrils reached the upper echelons of power. Number 34. Epstein's influence reached deep into the U.S. government. Howard Lutnick, Secretary of Commerce, is among many officials who spoke with Epstein and visited his private island. 2012 emails show Lutnick and his family stopped there, with Lutnick later admitting he visited with his wife, 4 children, and their nannies, despite previously claiming he cut ties with Epstein in 2005. Despite all this, top officials kept meeting him, including the most powerful men in the world. Number 33. Larry Summers, the former Treasury Secretary under President Bill Clinton, also features in the files. Records show he attended several meetings and dinners with Epstein over the years. The two even exchanged jokes and criticisms of President Donald Trump, with Epstein telling Summers, "Your world does not understand how dumb he really is." Summers later admitted it was a misguided decision to stay in touch with Epstein after his conviction, and has since resigned from several roles. There was no professional arena off limits to the convicted sex trafficker. Number 32. Epstein also had ties to the sports world. The recently released files contain emails between the convicted sex trafficker and Steve Tisch, co-owner of the New York Giants football team. In emails, Tisch asks Epstein about a woman he met at Epstein's house, wondering if she was a, quote, pro or a civilian. In other messages, Epstein claims to have a present for
So now y'all see what the connection is with Trump releasing all those NFL players a few weeks ago. Now y'all are y'all smelling me now? Or y'all smelling what I'm cooking now? Nate Newton them and all them niggas got released from jail, pardoned. Now you see why he released it. I kept saying to myself, why did he go to the NFL and pardon these people from the NFL? Man, listen, man. Pay attention to the signs, y'all.
For Tish, a supposedly exotic Tahitian woman he plans to introduce him to. And things get even more unbelievable. Number 31. Epstein tried to contact the Queen of England. Ahead of the 2011 Academy Awards, several of Epstein's associates reportedly tried to get Queen Elizabeth II
Epstein tried to
feature sex offender Harvey Weinstein's film, The King's Speech. Buckingham Palace resisted, and the Queen didn't get involved. The movie went on to win multiple awards, including Best Picture. And that wasn't Epstein's only run-in with the British royal family. Number 30. In 2009, the former Duchess of York called Epstein the brother I have always wished for, after Epstein's initial conviction for sexual abuse. In emails, Sarah Ferguson, the ex-wife of Andrew Mountbatten Windsor, asks Epstein for £20,000 to cover rent after her business collapsed. She calls him a legend and adds, "I am at your service, just marry me." Europe's political elite were tangled in this too. Number 29. Another of Epstein's European associates was Miroslav Lajcak, former Slovakian foreign minister. In an October 2018 exchange, Epstein sent him a redacted image. Lajcak replied, "Why don't you invite me for these games? I would take the MI girl." Epstein responded, "Who wouldn't? You can have them both. I am not possessive," and they're sisters. Lajcak has since resigned as national security advisor, though he hasn't been officially accused of any wrongdoing. His interests, however, became even more bizarre. Number 28. Epstein reportedly traveled with a harem of women, and that was the exact term used by the British billionaire Richard Branson. In a 2013 email, Epstein thanked Branson for his hospitality and PR advice. Branson replied, "It was really nice to see Epstein, and that he'd love to meet again, as long as you bring your harem." Branson later claimed the harem referred to 3 adult women Epstein traveled with. Number 27. Epstein was interested in the concept of time travel. In 2011, Epstein discussed exploring the biological consequences of time travel with Harvard professor Martin Nowak. 2 years later, he emailed Yale professor David Galarenter about new experiences that allow him to travel to the past. And his personal life raises darker questions. Number 26. Epstein was seemingly searching for a fake wife at one point. In May 2016, Epstein received an email from a redacted sender asking if he still needed a fake wife. The sender claims to have found the perfect.
Come on now, dog. Come on, man.
A fake wife for what? What you... See, this is what I kept telling y'all, like, how is he getting them kids over here? Like them kids gotta have paperwork and birth certificates and shit to get over here. How is he getting them over here, bro? Somebody is, like, it's a lot of people involved in this stuff, man. I'm telling you.
Come on now, dog. Come
Candidate,
on, man.
a 50-year-old Russian Jewish woman fluent in English who had lived and worked in New York City. Even tech billionaires weren't far from his reach. Number 25. Elon Musk exchanged emails with Epstein and his associates on a number of occasions between 2012 and 2013. In one message, the tech boss seemed eager to visit Epstein's private island, asking, "What day/night will be the wildest party on your island?" It appears Musk never went as plans fell through. He later defended himself on X, claiming he declined repeated invitations to visit. It seems nowhere was off limits for Epstein. Number 24. Epstein was invited to Buckingham Palace. In 2010, Epstein emailed someone nicknamed the Duke, believed to be the disgraced former Prince Andrew Mountbatten Windsor. He asked for private time in London, with Andrew allegedly replying, "Delighted for you to come here to BP," believed to mean Buckingham Palace. There's one name in the files that continues to shock. Number 23. Donald Trump is one of the most mentioned figures in the Epstein files. A 6-page FBI spreadsheet shows multiple people called the National Threat Operations Center, alleging the U.S. president was involved in wrongdoing against young women. Investigators at the time deemed the tips not credible, and the White House has since stated the allegations are false and unfounded. But the island itself hides darker mysteries. Number 22. There was a trapdoor on Epstein's home island that led directly into water. A picture from
Remember I told you that? Look at this right
the
here.
files.
Remember I told y'all? This in the files. Well, I saw this. Bro, what the fuck kind of door is that for? What is that for? What? You don't, it don't even got a name for it, dog. I tried to Google what the name of it is or something. Bro, it don't even have a name for it, dog. That's some shit that nigga created. The fuck do I need that for? Man, in case these little old kids somehow get unalive, he can throw them to the sharks. That's what they saying.
Come on now, dog.
Shows the open door with rusty handholds leading down into a pool of dark water beneath. Some fear this door led directly into the sea and could have been used for nefarious purposes, from punishment to ritualistic sacrifice. Fact checkers suggest it might have simply been for water collection and filtration. No official explanation has ever fully settled the debate. Could Epstein have been privy to national secrets? Number 21. A UK government official leaked confidential information to Epstein. Former U.S. Ambassador Peter Mandelson reportedly forwarded
Hey, Robin, hey, man, shit crazy, Robin. This is America we in right now, Robin.
Knowing the billionaire's global influence. Mandelson has since been fired from his ambassador role and as of February 2026 is under investigation by UK authorities. It seems that money was one of his most powerful weapons. Number 20. Epstein regularly sent huge sums of money to associates around the world. There are countless examples throughout the files of the financier paying for first-class flights, college tuition fees, and helping out with other bills and expenses for everyone, including the former Duchess of York to Dr. Oz. Given that he was worth around $600 million at the time of his death, Epstein clearly had no problem splashing the cash to earn favors and expand his influence. Throughout the files, one word keeps appearing disturbingly often, and it's not what you would expect. Number 19. The word whoops shows up more than 400 times in the Epstein files. Epstein used this word in bizarre and disturbing ways. In one email exchange, he replies whoops after the sender writes that they're giving him permission to kill someone who has lied to them. Epstein also
Come on now, dog. Come on, man.
Man, are you fucking kidding? Dog. Let me get another one, man.
Come on now, dog. Come on, man.
Dog, come on, man.
Also writes whoops when he learns of the alleged assault of a young woman and when he hears the news that Robert F. Kennedy Jr.'s second wife was found dead. Even future royalty exchanged friendly messages. Number 18. Epstein had close ties to the Queen of Norway. There are numerous email exchanges between the sex trafficker and Norwegian Crown Princess Mette-Marit, dated between 2011 and 2014. In those messages, the princess calls Epstein soft-hearted, a sweetheart, and very charming. She also exchanged messages with Epstein about what he labeled as a wife hunt in Paris, telling him that Scandinavian women are better wife material. Epstein had power.
Dog, listen, dog. The hoes gonna love you when you got them millions. They don't give a damn what you alleged for, nigga. When you got them millions, that nigga had the hoes. Then when I watched the interview and listened to how he talked, that nigga smart as fuck. That nigga like a 2000 Albert Einstein or some shit, dog. He probably sit down and talk to them girls and they be like, he's so smart. Get to that house and he throw your ass in the cellar like a motherfucker, boy.
Power and money, but where did his wealth go after he died? Number 17. Epstein left tens of millions of dollars to dozens of associates. One of the documents in the Epstein files was the 1953 trust, in which the pedophile lists the various people he wanted to pass his wealth on to. While many of the names in the document have been redacted, several have been revealed to the public.
So they can receive money from a pedophile, but their name can't be in the paperwork, right?
Come on now, dog. Come on, man.
See how they do shit for them? They make they shit look good. They hide they shit. Lil Durk and them do something, they gonna make sure the names be blah, 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 blah. Hey, come on, dog. Come on, man. Come on, man.
Come on now, dog.
Shit.
Come on,
include
man.
Epstein's longtime lawyer, Darren Indyke, and his accountant, Richard Kahn. Other beneficiaries include Epstein's pilots, his brother, children of political figures, and several individuals about whom very little is known. And it gets even more shocking. Number 16. The biggest of Epstein's beneficiaries listed in the 1953 trust is Karina Shuliak. Epstein left nearly all his real estate, a diamond ring, and a collection of loose diamonds, $50 million in cash and another $50 million in an annuity to be paid over the coming years. The scale of that inheritance stunned even the investigators. Shuliak, believed to be Epstein's girlfriend, was reportedly the last person to call him shortly before his 2019 prison death. And the worst is still yet to come. Number 15. Epstein tried to meet with the Russian President Vladimir Putin, whose name appears over 1,000 times in the files. Between 20...
My nigga. How the fuck do you got that much power, dog? I'm telling y'all, dog. How do you got that much power, dog, that you can just move like this, dog? Man, get him on my phone. Nigga, you ain't even part of the government or nothing, nigga. You ain't even nothing, nigga. Told y'all, dog, with that type of money, man, you can do whatever the fuck you want to do. I can be who I want to be. I can talk to who I want to talk to. I can throw the kids in the rivers and the trap door. I mean, the ocean. I can do what I want to do. This is my island. This shit crazy sick, dog.
2013 and 2018, he repeatedly asked friends to arrange a face-to-face meeting and even sought a Russian visa, though it's unclear if the two ever actually met. Secretive codes could reveal the dark side of Epstein's world. Number 14. There are hundreds of references to pizza in the files. In fact, the word pizza originally appeared more than 900 times in the files, though dozens of references have since been removed. Several people also mentioned pizza and grape soda in the same message or sentence. In 2018, an Epstein associate asks, "This is better than a Chinese cookie. Let's go for a pizza and grape soda again." Those references appear repeatedly, often in unusual contexts. Many commenters believe that those might be code words used by Epstein and his inner circle to refer to their nefarious activities. His plans for children grow even darker. Number 13. Ghislaine Maxwell may have attempted to have a baby with Epstein. In an email from 2007, around the time when Maxwell claimed she had left Epstein's orbit and ended any romantic involvement with him, she wrote detailed instructions for Epstein to provide a sperm sample, suggesting that the two were planning some sort of shared fertility.
Come on now, dog. Come on, man.
This nigga just think he God. He can just make kids and I can produce it. Man, what the fuck was y'all trying to... Man, this nigga trying to make some mutants or something? Man.
Come on now, dog. Come on, man.
Dog.
Fertility procedure. This ties in with the statements from Epstein's victim, Virginia Jeffrey, who claimed in her memoir that Epstein and Maxwell intended to use her as a surrogate for their child. And that certainly wasn't Epstein's only attempt at becoming a father.
Yeah, he had his own island. That's what I'm saying. Why did he need guns? Bro, if you got your own island, you control the activity that comes here. You control the activity that leaves here. Bro, ain't no guns needed. Nigga, you niggas can't even get over here. I got security for that. You know, he had guns in every drawer in the rooms and shit. Who you gonna shoot, boy? On your own island. Come on, man. Come on now, dog.
Father. Number 12. Epstein may have had at least one secret child. There are numerous hints and references to Epstein's potential offspring throughout the files, including a message from former Duchess of York, Sarah Ferguson. In 2011, Ferguson emailed Epstein to congratulate him on the birth of a child, writing, "Heard from the Duke that you've had a baby boy." But the story gets much uglier from there. Number 11. Another possible reference to an Epstein child appears in the diary of one alleged victim. In a journal entry, a young woman shared a pregnancy scan with coded messages, strongly implying that Epstein had impregnated her. Yes. Even more disturbingly, she goes on to state that her newborn child was taken from her almost immediately after birth. If this is correct, it suggests some...
Come on, man.
Hey, y'all better listen to this shit, dog. This is 50 facts that we know about these files. This is all true, man. All true and facts, dog. Make sure y'all hitting the like button for me on some free shit. Thank y'all for coming through and rocking out with me, man.
Something far more organized and disturbing, and the island holds physical symbols of secrecy. Number 10. Epstein had a bizarre temple-like building constructed at the highest point of his island. The building's exterior is decorated with blue and white stripes, with stone steps leading up to a grand set of double doors. Inside, the temple appears unfinished, with a pair of mattresses covered in yellow...
Stuff I hit. Man?
Come on now, dog. Come on, man.
Nigga making his own church. What is they doing up in there? Hey, y'all wanna know what they doing up in there? They doing that Illuminati through your body shit up in there. That's what they doing in there, man. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Man, they said the kid had a dentist office and everything in this shit, nigga, because he wanted them kids' teeth to be perfect. But what? I don't know.
Come on now, dog. Come on,
Yellow
man.
shrink wrap, and scraps of wood on the floor. The ceiling, meanwhile, was decorated with a strange mural depicting the signs of the zodiac. Nobody seems to know why this structure was made or how it was used. Epstein's scientific obsessions were...
It was used by the government, man. They was all over there. They was all over there having them shindig. Yeah. Yeah. That's where they go and pray to they Illuminati, whatever it is they be doing, them rituals. Yeah. The fuck you got a temple for, bro? Where the preacher at? Who the preacher is? I bet.
were deeply disturbing. Number 9. Epstein was obsessed with genetics. It has long been known that the sex trafficker was fascinated with so-called transhumanism, or the idea of improving the human population through genetic engineering. But recent emails show just how fixated he was on this particular topic. In one message, Epstein discusses funding research to genetically modify embryos to produce children with more desirable traits, disturbingly calling them designer babies. The experiments he discussed get even stranger. Number 8. In other emails with high-profile scientists and entrepreneurs, Epstein discusses the possibility of using genetic engineering to increase female sex drives. He discussed this idea at length with former Stanford professor of human biology Nathan Wolfe on several occasions. The pair mused over the possibility of creating a kind of female Viagra and discussed studies linking sexual behavior and microbial diversity in women. And his beliefs reveal something deeply troubling. Number 7. Epstein's genetic obsession also involved deep-seated racist beliefs. In a 2016 email exchange with German cognitive scientist and former MIT professor Joshua Bach, Epstein showed an interest in the idea of genetically modifying black people in order to make them, quote, smarter. That same year, in emails to Noam Chomsky, Epstein doubled down, arguing...
Come on now, dog. Come on, man.
that a set of genes used for working memory in black people could be found and adjusted to improve their intelligence. He even experimented on himself. Number 6. Epstein paid for special gene testing to extend his lifespan. In 2008, Epstein paid a senior doctor at Massachusetts General Hospital to sequence his genome and conduct personalized longevity studies, allegedly involving experimental gene editing that could have extended his life. The total cost for all the projects would have come close to $200,000, though records only show Epstein paying an initial $2,000, but his ultimate plan was far more extreme. Number 5. Epstein had a secret scheme to spread his DNA. He reportedly planned to impregnate up to 20 women at a time at his New Mexico
Come on now, dog. Come on, man.
ranch, calling it a baby factory. He shared these intentions with high-profile businessmen and scientists. There's no evidence that he ever carried out the plan, but the very fact that he thought of it shows the depths of his depravity. Epstein's homes reflected his dark, twisted thoughts. Epstein was obsessed with explicit artwork and imagery. Many of the photos...
Epstein, have you ever thought about busting a nut maybe and having your own kids with somebody that's an adult? You know, you can have your own kids. You know, you can go have sex with an adult and have some children yourself, right? Shit, weird.
Photos released of his various properties depict countless pictures, paintings, photographs, and other depictions of naked women. A picture of his New York desk has a framed photo of a scantily clad woman lying on a bed, while a mural in one of his bedrooms depicts a naked figure prancing around while demonic figures watch on. Some of Epstein's artworks, however, are much, much worse. Number 3. Terrifying themed artwork and furniture was found throughout Epstein's New York home. Pictures released among the Epstein files reveal bizarre and downright disturbing images used to decorate the sex trafficker's New York City apartment. There was a strange life-size statue of a young man sitting on a bench, for example, but the most disturbing piece was a table in one of the hallways adorned with statues of 2 crying babies. which seemed to be stuck to the table's legs. But even Epstein's close friends questioned who he really was. Number 2, Steve Bannon implied that Epstein might be the devil. In a video interview released as part of the files, Bannon, Donald Trump's former strategist and close advisor, asks Epstein if he believes he is the devil himself. Epstein smirks before answering, "No, but I have a good mirror." Bannon then pushes him for a proper answer, adding that he has all the attributes of the devil. In response, Epstein states, "The devil scares me." And just before the end, everything shifted. Number 1, Epstein was reportedly ready to cooperate with the FBI shortly before his death. Less than 2 weeks before he reportedly died in prison in August 2019, Epstein's lawyers met with Manhattan federal prosecutors to discuss the possibility of him cooperating with the authorities. An FBI document mentions discussions in very general terms about a possible resolution to the Epstein case, suggesting he might finally have been ready to reveal the truth about his illegal activities. This fuels the long-running theory that powerful people may have killed him to silence what he knew. Now go check out The Mistake That Exposed Jeffrey Epstein's Entire Operation, or click on this video instead. He believed he was untouchable, and for a long time...
Hey, what y'all think about that, dog? Before we start this next one real fast. What y'all think about that, dog? Dog, I'm telling you, dog, it is some sick-ass people in the world, fool. Y'all know I used to watch them Illuminati videos, and I didn't used to believe in that shit, dog. They used to say this shit used to go on, bro. The temples and all type of stuff. Like, man, this shit fake, man. They used to say the government was involved in the shit. Bro, what is you building a temple for, bro, without no preacher? There was no preacher. You don't have no preacher. Make sure y'all hitting the like button, man. Goddamn, can we get the like button to match the motherfucking people in this bitch? God damn. Man, hey. Man, listen, dog. You got storages and shit that he owned. This nigga going to different storages. Should we check the storages or not? Should you? Man, it could be people in them storages. Bones in them. Man, I don't trust this nigga. This nigga was sick, nigga. Yeah. Nigga had his own island, can control anything that goes on. Fly kid. And then the other countries making deals with this nigga to buy kids from him. Man, this shit sick, y'all. This shit sick.
Long time, he was. Jeffrey Epstein surrounded himself with presidents, princes, billionaires, and celebrities. Even when prosecutors built strong cases, he slipped through. The system kept failing, and Epstein acted like it always would. But that arrogance caught up with him, and it was his downfall.
Don't we know somebody else that Trump be acting like that too, though?
Actually caught Jeffrey Epstein. After landing a prime teaching job at a school for New York's elite, despite having no qualifications, Jeffrey Epstein was suddenly catapulted into Wall Street finance. How Epstein rose so quickly with so little experience is still a mystery. Maybe that's why he kept out of the spotlight. One of his notable public appearances was in the July 1980 issue of Cosmopolitan magazine, when he was featured as the Bachelorette of the Month. In it, Epstein claimed that he was looking for a cute Texas girl, the profile photo making him look sleek as he lay back on a sofa. This was the same...
Nah, bitch, stay your ass up out our state, man. Stay your ass
Come
away
on
from
now,
here,
dog.
Stay
Come
your
on,
ass
man.
away from Texas, man.
Bulletin story said the 27-year-old was an options trader at the investment banking company Bear Stearns. He was a New York dynamo and financial strategist who would usually only talk to people who made over $1 million a year. He was clearly obsessed with wealth and image, possibly a real-life American psycho. But in those early days, he was admired by people who lived by the mantra, greed is good. As Epstein climbed the ladder to success, he stayed away from publicity. But the British tabloids caught up with him in 1992. The Mail on Sunday ran a story about Ghislaine Maxwell, the daughter of the disgraced media tycoon Robert. She had recently moved to New York City and was said to be building a respectability which would...
See, the nigga had hoes, my nigga. He had hoes. That ain't what he liked. He wanted them kids, man.
New York property developer, who might also be a maths teacher, corporate treasure hunter, stockbroker, merchant banker, or globe-trotting businessman. This was one of the first times journalists questioned the mysterious aura surrounding Epstein. No one really knew who he was. But one thing was obvious. He and Ghislaine had become inseparable. Did she know what he was? According to Epstein's previous girlfriend, he never talked about his past. The journalists did some digging, writing that he had grown up in a poor family, which was more or less true. His dad worked as a groundskeeper and maintenance worker for the New York City Parks Department. The journalists looked into his work at Bear Stearns, writing that the National Association of Security Dealers had no record of him with that company. He was an enigma with an inexhaustible supply of money, but no one knew where it came from. Over time, he had built a fortune worth hundreds of millions, maybe even $1 billion, but not by conventional means. From 1987 to 1989, he worked with Stephen Hoffenberg, who ran one of the largest Ponzi schemes in American history, defrauding investors of $450 million. Hoffenberg, who was sentenced to 20 years, claimed that after his release, Epstein had been his wingman and the architect of the scheme and pivotal to its design. Yet in what would become a familiar story, Epstein wasn't implicated in any criminal activity. As the years went by, his job title remained vague. He called himself a fixer and a financial bounty hunter. Through his management firm J. Epstein & Co., he claimed to handle the assets of the global elite. Surrounded by young, attractive assistants, he bragged that he only worked with clients with more than $1 billion. His clients included Saudi tycoon Adnan Khashoggi, the billionaire arms dealer with close ties to both American and Israeli intelligence. Nicknamed the Great Gatsby of the Middle East, Khashoggi was famed for staging extravagant parties attended by the world's rich and powerful. Whatever Epstein did, it was obvious he worked in very gray areas. He traveled on a forged Austrian passport. His place of residence stated as Saudi Arabia. Using a forged document didn't just take shady connections, it showed how willing he was to skirt the law, just like his girlfriend's father. Ghislaine's father, Robert, had been a controversial media tycoon with political and intelligence ties. After his death in 1991, Ghislaine rebuilt her life in New York high society. Her name opened doors, and Epstein walked through them. After Robert died, a death Ghislaine believed was murder. She stayed in New York, and within a year, Epstein's servants believed that she was Jeffrey's main girlfriend. Epstein was by then already incredibly wealthy, yet his financial transactions left no footprints. He regarded himself as a trading genius, yet his most notable client was the billionaire Leslie Wexner, the L Brand's Victoria's Secret owner. Long before Wexner admitted Epstein had misappropriated vast sums of money from me and my family, he had described him as a most loyal friend. He had not only given him power of attorney over all of his finances, but had made him a trustee of the Wexner Foundation, a philanthropic organization that had Epstein on the board from 1992 to 2007. All this despite Epstein having no qualifications, and Wexner kept him on after Epstein had brushed up against the law for crimes that he would later become infamous for. More on that soon. Epstein got his New York mansion directly from Wexner, paying nothing for it, even though Wexner had bought it for $13 million and spent millions more on renovations. Reports also say Wexner passed on other major assets to Epstein, including access to a private plane and involvement with a luxury estate in Ohio. Epstein collected powerful friends like they were baseball cards. But the question is, did they know about his illegal activity or even partake in it? In the late 80s, Epstein struck up a friendship with Donald Trump. Flight logs show Trump flew with him several times, and cameras caught them at the Mar-a-Lago party in 1992. But his real prize was Bill Clinton. Epstein gave to White House projects, attended receptions, and visited multiple times in the 90s. Later flight logs show Clinton on Epstein's jet for foundation trips. Even as the rumors spread, Epstein mingled with America's most powerful. Soon his circle spanned politics, business, and culture. Presidents, royals, billionaires, scientists, even top intellectuals. It seems that outside of the victims, a few select insiders knew the truth about Epstein long before the headlines. It wasn't exactly a secret. In 2015, shortly after new accusations surfaced, ABC host Amy Robach was caught on a hot mic saying that she had the Epstein story 3 years earlier. She also said that she had corroborating evidence, like photographs, but ABC refused to run with it. Editors told her no one knows who Epstein is, so it was a non-story. Soon the public began to learn that Epstein's circle read like a roll call of elites. He met several times with Bill Gates and regularly received important visitors such as Ehud Barak, who would later serve as Israel's prime minister. Photographs in his New York house also showed his meetings with the Pope John Paul.
Definitely, they boy, you're definitely right.
Just Noam Chomsky. He'd also once briefly met Elon Musk and his former wife at his Manhattan house, with Musk later saying, "He tried repeatedly to get me to visit his island. I declined." This boy from a working-class family in Brooklyn had assembled an extraordinary network. He used philanthropy, parties, and displays of proximity to power as a veneer of respectability that helped to mask the darker reality beneath. But soon that mask would slip. In 1997, 27-year-old model Alicia Arden went to the police saying Epstein, posing as a Victoria's Secret talent scout, had manhandled her. Epstein was definitely not a talent scout. Agencies acted as in-betweens, not one man, and certainly not in hotel rooms. Yet Epstein played the role, with Arden later saying his weapons were his hands. She reported it to the Santa Monica police. It seemed the police believed it was a he said, she said scenario. In 2002, New York Magazine ran a profile titled Jeffrey Epstein, International Money Man of Mystery, portraying him as a sort of Wizard of Oz, a man of vast means about whom surprisingly little was known. He was a working-class kid turned enthusiastic member of the Trilateral Commission alongside global elites. Shockingly, for 15 years until 2009, he hung among the U.S.'s most influential people, the highest of high society. He was a part of the Council on Foreign Relations, a group the Washington Post once called the nearest thing we have to a ruling establishment in the United States. Its members included former presidents, banking families, media moguls, intelligence.
Definitely them cops got paid, Brandy. Definitely. Hell yeah.
In history, Epstein was also a donor to Harvard and a former trustee at Rockefeller University. New York Magazine also hinted at Epstein's interest in young women, noting that at his Manhattan mansion, you could run into anyone from a Russian model to a British prince. That piece added that Vanity Fair was working on a longer, mega profile. In 2003, that profile, The Talented Mr. Epstein, was published. It took readers inside Epstein's Manhattan house, men in white gloves serving tea, walls lined with nude paintings, and a copy of the Marquis de Sade's The Misfortunes of Virtue left on a desk, a book about a young woman exploited by powerful men. All the signs were there. Beyond the wealth and eccentricity, something darker existed. In the piece, writer Vicky Ward described Epstein as, quote, known about town as a man who loves women, lots of them, mostly young. But she admitted she knew far more than she put in print. During her research, she'd been put in touch with 3 of his victims who were willing to go on the record. According to Ward, when Epstein got wind of this, he lost his mind. He told her in no uncertain terms, if there is any implication of wrongdoing, I will take legal action against you personally. I will be harsh. When that didn't work, Epstein showed up at Vanity Fair's office and spoke with the editor. Whatever was said was enough. Ward was later called into the office and informed that the witness statements had to go. One of her sources was Maria Farmer and her younger sister Annie. Back in 1996, 26-year-old Maria had been sent by Epstein to Wexner's mansion in Ohio. Like with so many of the victims, Ghislaine and Epstein had promised her what she wanted, in this case a leg up in the art world. After Epstein visited her room, she understood what she'd gotten into. She said that she tried to escape and call the police, only to be stopped by Wexner's staff and forced into a locked room. Of course, this got back to Wexner himself. Farmer kept quiet about the incident, but it wouldn't stay secret forever. Epstein also offered to help Annie with her studies by sending her to Vietnam and Thailand, trips that sounded exotic and expensive for someone so young and inexperienced. Soon, Annie was meeting with Epstein and Maxwell at one of his properties in New Mexico. She was surprised when she realized the meeting was between just the 3 of them. When Maria returned to New York, she called Annie, who was traveling in Thailand and Vietnam as promised. Annie didn't share many details about what had happened in New Mexico. As the older sister who had made the introduction, Maria felt responsible. When she called the NYPD, they told her take it to the FBI. She told the agents everything. She believed she would receive help, but that was the last she had heard from the FBI for a long time. And Epstein, he'd kept on hanging out with politicians and remained on the Council on Foreign Relations. Vicky Ward took their accusations to Epstein for comment. He dismissed them, claiming the girls were immature, infatuated with him, and seeking revenge when he refused to give them what they wanted. Epstein told her point blank that any mention of the Farmers and her life would be made very difficult. Back then,
I already know he had to be threatening people to be, man, come on, man. I'm telling you, dog.
world. But it was Florida where his impunity finally collapsed. His Palm Beach mansion, bought in 1990 and worth millions, sat on a stretch sometimes nicknamed Billionaire's Row. Close by, Epstein kept private planes and a helicopter used to reach his private island, Little St. James. Like his New York residence, the Palm Beach house was described as opulent and oddly themed. Paintings of naked women, including one of Ghislaine, hung on the walls. Former staff and investigators would later allege the property had been fitted with surveillance devices. Epstein had been on the Palm Beach police's radar for years. He made donations to local officials, $50,000 to the Palm Beach Police Scholarship Fund, and later $36,000 to the town of Palm Beach. He then donated $90,000 to the Palm Beach Police.
You see that shit? You see? You pay to play, man. People, man, listen, I'm telling you, dog, you cannot get them kids into this country without no paperwork or paying some people off or something, dog. How? They from different countries, fool. Somebody was helping that nigga. I'm telling you, dog, it's more people. Man, all that money right there, y'all need to go get that. Y'all don't think so? Make sure y'all hit the like button too, man. I think
Police
so.
Department not long before he became under investigation. The money was later returned. In 2003, Palm Beach Police Chief Michael Ryder received reports from neighbors that many young women were coming and going from the property. Detectives in Palm Beach's Special Investigations Unit, led by Detective Joseph Riccari, gave it their full attention. At first, the case moved slowly, but in 2005, a mother called the station saying her stepdaughter had been paid to work at Epstein's house. According to the complaint, the teenager had been initially hired to provide massages and then allegedly encouraged into other things for larger payments, about $300 each time. For the first time, Epstein then
Damn, nigga, you a cheap ass nigga. $300, you bitch ass nigga.
and abuse dating back years. Detective Riccari spent months interviewing other girls. Many said the same thing. A friend had told them they could earn some money by visiting a rich man. Sometimes a woman, Maxwell, approached them when they were walking down the street. But usually the girls recruited other girls, like a pyramid scheme. There were dozens in total. Many of them came from broken families. Epstein and Maxwell picked carefully. Girls with behavior issues, drug or alcohol histories, even those abandoned or semi-homeless. The detectives believed they had enough evidence to put Jeffrey Epstein away for a long time, at least in a functioning justice system, that is. Getting from evidence to indictment proved far harder than it first seemed. Palm Beach investigators reported that Epstein's staff either refused to cooperate or claimed ignorance. But a review of Epstein's trash turned up disturbing evidence: a high school transcript, school records, and a handwritten note ordering flowers for a student. Police then obtained and executed a search warrant on the mansion. Detectives described the house as shockingly sexualized, what one investigator called the dwelling of a first-class pervert. At the same time, investigators found that key video and computer equipment, hard drives, recording gear, and more was missing. Tables and wires remained, but the machines were gone. Former staff later said the equipment had been removed before the search. Chief Ryder called it disappointing that Epstein had been able to clear the house out, but he still believed there was enough evidence to send Epstein to prison for a long time. The victims' accounts matched the descriptions of the house and the routines. It wouldn't be hard to prove that many of them had been to the mansion, in some cases repeatedly. Memos and notes also linked straight back to victims and to women who, in some cases, acted as recruiters. But as detectives tried to put the case together, they kept hitting brick walls and met what they called resistance, sometimes from law enforcement. And not all of the victims were willing to testify. Some seemed trapped in a kind of Stockholm syndrome, professing love for Epstein or even imagining marriage. Others simply wanted to move on rather than relive the trauma. One was Virginia Jeffrey, who after time in foster care in Florida, ended up working at the Mar-a-Lago Club. That was where she said she had met Ghislaine, who promised to train her as a masseuse, but instead groomed and trafficked her among Epstein's wealthy associates. She traveled on Epstein's planes to New York, New Mexico, Florida, and his private island. Among the guests, she said, was Prince Andrew, who later told the BBC he couldn't explain the photo of him with his arm around Jeffrey's waist. Jeffrey named many alleged abusers. Powerful men she said she tried to leave behind after Epstein sent her to Chiang Mai, Thailand to study massage. There, she met her future husband, later moving to Australia, marrying and having children. But her past never stopped catching up with her. When Palm Beach detectives built their case, Guaffre's name surfaced. One witness claimed that she had recruited her. Maxwell then called to ask what she had said, followed by Epstein himself, but only after law enforcement had reached out. It was as though Epstein and Maxwell were trying to tie up loose ends. Guaffre was a major witness. Unlike many of the other girls, she had spent a lot of time around Epstein and Maxwell. She had traveled with him to various destinations over 2 years. When Ryder first brought the case to Palm Beach State Attorney Barry Kirshner, Kirshner said Epstein would likely spend the rest of his life behind bars. But as the Palm Beach Post later reported, Kirshner instead joined hands with Epstein's defense team and undermined federal prosecutors' efforts. Soon the victims were being made out to be young prostitutes, drug addicts, and petty criminals. They were being treated like the guilty party, not vulnerable and abused women. As the case went on, Epstein's dream team of lawyers put Ryder and Detective Riccari under surveillance, going as far as to hire private investigators to go through their trash. They followed the witnesses and staked out houses, and then Kirshner suddenly changed his mind. The case against Epstein wasn't so strong. In 2006, Epstein was charged with just one count of solicitation of prostitution, a very minor charge in view of what he had actually done. He had spent one night in the county jail and was released the next day on $3,000 bond. That was when Ryder turned the case over.
What?
Come on now, dog. Come on, man.
Man, y'all you definitely
Stop the cap.
gotta stop the cap. You lying to fucking me. Man, come on, dawg.
Over to the FBI. He later called what happened the worst failure of the criminal justice system in modern history. The FBI revisited Maria Farmer's 1996 complaint. By then, she and Annie had tried to move on. Maria left town after Ghislaine called her again and again, saying that she would fail as an artist, warning her runs weren't safe and hinting at, quote, accidents. Maria said the threat started only after she spoke to journalist Vicky Ward. In November 2006, Maria, then living in the mountains of North Carolina under a new name, had 2 FBI agents knock on her door. A detective told her, "Don't worry, this time we're gonna get him." She was safe. She could talk. After Maria and Annie recounted their stories again, they were convinced Epstein and Ghislaine were finally going down. Detectives informed them they were not the only victims. There were many, many others. As the FBI investigated, many of those victims filed separate civil claims seeking compensation. Meanwhile, Epstein's legal team escalated its tactics, staking out the civil prosecutor and again surveilling victims, at times reportedly with operatives posing as police officers. The FBI was soon working with dozens of victims who said that they were willing to testify. Some accounts referenced roughly 35 to 40 potential witnesses, and prosecutors prepared extensive charging papers. By 2007, prosecutors had drafted a 53-page indictment alleging that Epstein had trafficked girls across state lines. Then, everything changed. Out of nowhere, Epstein went from possible life imprisonment to receiving what many critics called the sweetest plea deal in American history. U.S. Attorney Alexander Acosta met with Epstein's lawyer Jay Lefkowitz at a West Palm Beach hotel. Within months, a non-prosecution agreement was in place. The FBI investigation was effectively shut down, and Epstein was granted immunity from federal prosecution, a deal that usually extended.
Come on, man.
None were publicly named, leaving victims and investigators furious and the wider network untouched. Epstein served just 13 months of an 18-month sentence in a private wing of the Palm Beach County Stockade. His cell door was reportedly left unlocked and...
A private wing? A private wing. What you gonna send him to jail for, nigga? A private wing, huh?
Come on now, dog. Come on, man.
Then he had much more freedom than a normal inmate. Soon he was on work release up to 12 hours a day, 6 days a week. Deputies assigned to him were said to wear suits and refer to him as the client, not the inmate. He paid the sheriff's office roughly $100.
Come on now, dog. Come on, man.
Shit, crazy, dog.
$28,000 for personal security while he worked at a non-profit office he had created. And office deputies helped him scout. Epstein clearly believed he was untouchable. Critics and reporters later argued that the missing surveillance tapes mattered. Epstein's properties were rumored to be filled with CCTV cameras. One former employee described a computer room in the New York townhouse where videos from bathrooms and bedrooms were fed and stored. A New York Times reporter also recalled an off-the-record comment that Epstein had collected dirt on influential people. One book, taken from Epstein's Palm Beach butler, Alfredo Rodriguez, reportedly contained over 1,500 names, 5,000 phone numbers, and thousands of emails and addresses. Royalty, politicians, lawyers, leading scientists, celebrities, and global oligarchs. Epstein returned to his life of luxury, again hosting dinners and salons at his Manhattan townhouse with prominent academics, scientists, and elites. He now cultivated an image as a philanthropic patron of science, donating to institutions such as Harvard and MIT's Media Lab. He hired PR people to polish his reputation. Clinton and Trump no longer appeared publicly with him, but other high flyers did. Microsoft co-founder Bill Gates met with Epstein on several occasions. Prince Andrew was famously photographed with Epstein in 2010, walking through Central Park. Andrew would tell the BBC it was to break up with Epstein, saying doing it to his face was the honorable and right thing to do. Andrew agreed in hindsight that meeting his predatory friend might have been a mistake. Epstein still met with Ehud Barak, and Les Wexner did not cut ties for several years despite the growing scandal. He remained on the Council on Foreign Relations until 2009. The civil lawsuits did not go away either. There were roughly a dozen suits, some settled out of court. Epstein settled with Virginia Giuffre in 2009 for about $500,000. Her separate claims against Prince Andrew was not settled until 2022 for an undisclosed sum of money. Media reports estimated figures in the millions. In 2011, two of Epstein's victims sued in federal court, accusing prosecutors of hiding the earlier plea deal and violating their rights. They claimed they had been misled by false notification letters and sought to void the deal. Later that year, Epstein was required to register in New York as a high-risk sex offender, a designation that stuck despite his energetic efforts to oppose it. Around that same time, his PR campaign accelerated. He began funding cancer research, science initiatives, and high-profile conferences on global platforms. Philanthropy became his cloak, his powerful friends his shield. But on July 6, 2019, Epstein was arrested after his private jet landed at Teterboro Airport in New Jersey. He was charged with trafficking dozens of minors in New York and Florida between 2002 and 2005, and was due in a New York courtroom 2 days later. This time, prosecutors couldn't be blocked by his old plea deal. In a joint FBI-NYPD action, agents smashed down the front door of his Manhattan townhouse with a sledgehammer. Investigators uncovered thousands of lurid images and videos, but what the tapes and hard drives held is still a mystery. If the townhouse was wired throughout, no one knows if Epstein used that footage to blackmail or just kept it hidden. More dirt started to come out as Epstein languished in a jail cell, apparently confident he would not spend his life in prison. It was becoming the crime of the century, far bigger than a regular trafficking case. How had Epstein made his fortune? How had he made such powerful friends? Was a financier somehow working with intelligence-linked arms dealers? The deeper people dug, the murkier the picture became. No reasonable explanation has ever been offered for how he secured his sweetheart deal. The Justice Department launched reviews into how the earlier case had been handled. Officials would later conclude Alexandra Acosta had exercised poor judgment in approving the secret non-prosecution agreement. The finding convinced almost no one. Most believed it was a clear miscarriage of justice. Still, there were many witnesses, some who had said they had met Epstein hundreds of times and who were willing to name names. Epstein's fortified world was about to come tumbling down, and it was looking like a lot of people could possibly go down with him. As everyone waited with bated breath, Epstein was found dead in his jail cell on August 10, 2019. 2 cameras outside of his cell were not working properly that night. The 2 guards assigned to check on him fell asleep and later falsified logs to show that they had done the required checks. This was the most high-profile prisoner in the USA, connected to wealth and power. It didn't make sense. A pathologist hired by Epstein's lawyers, Dr. Michael Baden, one of the country's most respected, later said his review strangulation. Later, the Justice Department would release the prison CCTV tapes, but despite the Department of Justice's claim that the footage was the full, raw package, analysis showed it was stitched together. For critics, the footage that exists by no means proves the official story is true. Some former intelligence officials and journalists believe Epstein ran a honey trap, gathering dirt on powerful people. There's no hard proof, but they argue the circumstantial evidence is enough to demand investigation, and questions still remain about his fortune. Eric Weinstein of Thiel Capital met Epstein and later said his financier image was a cover story. After talking with him, Weinstein concluded he certainly was not a financier in any standard sense. If tapes of wrongdoing exist, some observers warn, they would be politically explosive, not for the left or for the right, but for the whole institution of government. Those theories remain speculative. They have not been proven, but there is still a whole lot missing from the story of Jeffrey Epstein. You've seen how Epstein was caught, but the bigger mystery is what happened next. Watch what really happened to Jeffrey Epstein to uncover the truth behind his fate, or click on this video instead.
Man, listen, man.
He believed he...
Man, listen, dog. That shit's crazy right now. Hey, that shit's crazy, fool. I just gave y'all a little piece of it, man. That shit, that's enough, man. Hey, man, y'all gotta hit the like button for me, man. Make sure y'all hit the like button, man. Just hit the like button. Why the likes is not mentioned the damn... What's the name, man? Y'all are in here like a motherfucker, but there's 700 people in this bitch. God damn, some free shit. Hit the like button, man. Shout out to you if you send some gifts. I can't see it on my phone, dog. This shit is weird, dog. Man, hit the like button, dog. Nigga, hit the like button if you like your mama. Hit the like button if you think that this nigga is a piece of shit, my nigga. Hit the like button, bro. Hit the like button if you think they covering this shit, covering up for this guy some type of way. You know, how the hell do somebody, like, you're not even a government official, fool. And you can tell other countries what they're about to do. Do you know what you are? Bro, they could slam dunk your ass just for that. Motherfuckers sending you government emails, bro. You can't do that, dog. Shit be crazy with this shit, man. Like, y'all don't understand, this shit is crucial. You know, it's real. A lot of people don't like my point of perspective of this shit, but dog, come on now. Right is right and wrong is wrong, bro. Waco salute. These motherfuckers are sick, dog. Y'all not understanding, my nigga, getting them kids in here into another... Just think about how hard it is to get you into another country. So, you can get people out the country and get them into your country. Maybe that's why you formed the island. So, wouldn't you think if that's his island, he don't gotta come to America. He can just fly them kids out of the country, right to the what's the name, right? Shit, sick. Motherfuckers sick and y'all hiding shit from them, bro. Y'all hide. This is what I was trying to tell y'all is that, bro, why they try to compare, bro, they kept trying to compare Diddy to this. This is not no Diddy. What they want, listen, y'all. What they want is somebody black, and I'm not trying to be racist. They wanted somebody black who they can compare this shit to. Yeah, man. So Diddy should get this much time because nah, nigga, this is not the same thing, dog. Hey, man, they ain't say shit about no kids in no Diddy trial. I say this all the time. They didn't say shit about no children. They didn't even say shit about him having sex with men. Bro, they said he's a watcher. He's a watcher. He like to pay people so he can watch. Bro, that's not this. It was other girls turning other girls on to other girls. Nigga, that's like some pimp shit. That's human trafficking, bro. You get what I'm saying? That's human trafficking. They wanted to... That's why Diddy didn't get hit with it. Y'all talking about a RICO. You know how many times did y'all see funds passed around on this case? Funds passed around. You ain't see that shit on the Diddy case. Funds passed around, that makes it a RICO. You get what I'm saying? That man was paying people off, dog. Police departments, all types of shit, nigga. Nigga, yeah, it's right there. That's a RICO. That's human trafficking, bro. When you go tell a girl to tell a girl to tell a girl to tell a girl, That wasn't shit like that. Man, that nigga was paying men. That nigga was paying men. You know, grown up men. He's a watcher. Weird ass. He's a freaky motherfucker, dog. All the spiked drinks and all, man, that shit wasn't even true. That was them trying to make. See, now, after I read this shit right here, and I was like, bro, this is what they was trying to do to Diddy, dog. That's why it didn't work. Dog, this ain't that. That shit that Diddy was doing is sick. Or freaky. The hitting women part is definitely wrong. But whatever his sexual preference, that's him. He didn't force nobody to do shit. He was paying them, and they were gladly coming. But all that, I was drinking the drink, and I started to feel lightheaded. Man, get your bitch ass out of here, bitch. Y'all was...
Come on now, dog. Come on, man.
Bro, nigga was just a freaky. Y'all was on that Molly. Yeah, y'all was on that Molly. No, that nigga probably had the best drugs over there for y'all. They was making it like niggas was holding them hostage. Bitch, y'all was high as fuck. Cassie was high. She started liking it. My nigga, come on, dog. For real, dog. That shit, that business, the drugs was always involved. Bro, to be honest, I didn't even know that Diddy used drugs. Bro, till that trial. Bro, I did not know that Diddy used drugs, bro. Did y'all tell me that y'all believe that Diddy was coked up and on ecstasy and shit? Y'all believed in that? Before the trial, I did not. That nigga is a billionaire damn near. I was like, damn, nowadays he couldn't be using no drugs. That nigga on Percocets. That nigga on everything. That nigga was over there getting high than a motherfucker. Tell you how I was. You know what I'm saying? Doing them rituals and shit, man, they was down with that shit, man. It wasn't no, y'all just was trying to push that shit up on him like, and that's not this. The shit that this is its own class. Leave it there. Quit trying to put people next to that. This shit right here is its own thing, dog. Like, this shit sick, dog. Motherfuckers had temples and the fuck you need a temple for? I know you ain't praying, you sick motherfucker. Who you praying to? Motherfucker had an island, you got guns. What you need guns for? Nigga, it's my shit. Y'all can't even get on here. Guns in the room. What? Dennis in your house. Man, just know that this shit is sick, dog. This shit's sick, fool. Just know that this shit's sick, dog. I love y'all to death, man. Y'all been a motherfucking beautiful audience, man.
Rep the shit, gotta rep the shit. Chase the shit, never chase a bitch.
Hey, y'all been a beautiful audience, man. I'm out of here, dog. I love y'all to death. I gotta get me something to eat. I'm hungry. Man, y'all make sure y'all have a good day. I done my job here. Bust their ass up with some good content. Thanks to y'all, the good people. You know? Couldn't do shit without y'all, man. Oh, this is so I can get up out of here, man. Yeah, dog. Shit sick, dog. They can't blame that. We don't compare that shit to us, man. Even though we do some fucked up things, but man, why you gonna put that shit on us though, dog? Shit. For real.
up, look, Caleb. Did the nigga y'all scared of, man? Man, fuck this Lego head ass nigga, man. Ain't nobody studying this fuck nigga, man. Okay, they finally got the right one. Roll some, light one. That's alright, then. We're having for the night come. I don't like guns. I walk up on them knife some. Think he Tyson. Nigga, you ain't tough as my son. Ain't no fear here. Bitch, I'm a king and you a duck. You got no peer here. With smoke, you get your fair share. You wouldn't dare stare me in the eyes and move your dick sucker. Say that shit you say with your thumb. Boy, you's a big sucker. To me, you just a small man in a big shell. Bitch made ass nigga need pigtails. You take no issue with them white boys. It's only our people that you find to be an eyesore. Huh? Duck and Smoke, you won't even stand up for a legacy. I guess it cause he see a shit to fight for. Hey, listen, man, this shit ain't gonna go how you think it is. Down here we'll strip you out that shit, leave you with rabbit ears. And you ain't the only one with Grammy before you had a deal. You think you special, end up somewhere pushing daffodils. Nigga, you got less talent, you're less attractive, more average. You ain't got more motion, you just moving where it led traffic. You moved out where it rapping and they gave you a DMX pack. You ain't that savage, nigga, you 5-0 dispatch. Oh, Tiller did, nigga, all mad. Puff, let your bitch have it. Gave her tartar sauce and mustard like a fish salmon. And goddamn it, if this nigga want drama, I'm not landing. Once it's up, I'm not landing. Truces is outlandish. Cause you're not that nigga and you're not that rich. Trying to stun on everybody with them white folks. Finally got the right one. Roll some, light one, that's alright, then. We're having for the night come. I don't like guns. I walk up on them knife some. Think he Tyson. Nigga, you ain't tough as my son. Ain't no fear here. Bitch, I'm a king and you a duck. You got no peer here. With smoke, you get your fair share. You wouldn't dare stare me in the eyes and move your dick sucker. Say that shit you say with your thumb. Boy, you's a bitch. Hey, say boo boo, bring your bitch ass outside, play in the street. You ain't no motherfucking gangster, you just pray on the weak. Man, all you do is talk shit and hope it stay on the net. Play detective, catch killers on some police shit. Grown men make it mean, that's a weird ass flick. Kicking nigga while they down, you a sucker for that. Having a moment, hate to let the nigga inch in my life, but I give his ass a case to saw about him mentioning my wife. You hate women, get that why you can't keep one. You can't love them, cause from your mama you receive none. Oh no, you rather set fires to houses with babies in them. I got paperwork from niggas in prison, your name is in them. Peter Parker journalism, he saying, I guess I'm Venom. Morals won't break up in them. New Yorkers, you don't defend them. This your king, huh? He been a victim from the get-go. Murder Inc. pumped his ass full of bullet holes. Cam did him like a hoe on the radio. Took losses from Rick Ross and Fat Joe. Jada spanked that baby thinking it's sweet. Kanye stood up to him, made it first week of defeat. It always happen. Too much yapping, niggas slapping your cheeks. So what the fuck you think gonna happen out here playing with me? You got the right.
Boy, say you got the right one. Shut your bitch ass up. I'm gone, y'all. Salute to everybody.
Like, share, subscribe with your bitch ass.